King Charles has been granted permission to build a new greenhouse that will increase the growing capacity at his 18th-century Cotswolds estate by a third. Plans for the greenhouse at Highgrove House will see more people able to visit to learn about horticulture. Alongside 3 cold frames, it will also mean more young plants can be grown at the mansion near Tetbury in Gloucestershire. The garden where the cold frames are planned has been used for greenhouses since 1800. Highgrove is the country home of Charles and Queen Camilla, and the monarch has long been interested in sustainable growing methods. The new growing area will be used in support of educational courses at Barley Court, the educational training centre for the Prince's Foundation. The King submitted the plans to Cotswold District Council in May and they were approved last month. Planning documents say, "This greenhouse will be a detached building with an existing service area for the gardens." Alongside existing greenhouses, this addition is in keeping with its context. There will be no physical changes to any of the existing buildings on site. Bordering the site to the west is Barley Court. This has become part of the new residential institute. The proposed greenhouse will be used in support of these educational courses. 17th-century Barley Court was purchased by the Duchy of Cornwall in 2007 with the intention of integrating it into the Highgrove estate, to provide offices for the company which runs the on-site Highgrove shop. In 2021, permission was granted for the conversion of Barley Court to serve the traditional crafts school run by the Prince's Foundation, on the southern boundary of the Highgrove estate. The greenhouse, which lies in the Cotswolds area of outstanding natural beauty, AONB, will be brick with lime mortar. Planning documents add, "This follows the materials used by the existing greenhouses and adjacent walled garden." The land immediately east of the site has been used for greenhouses since the 1800s. Applicants the Duchy of Cornwall said the height of the buildings would be kept low so views over the King's estate would not be disrupted. Highgrove was built in the late 18th century but was rebuilt in 1894 following severe fire damage. Approving the application, Robert Weaver, Chief Executive of Cotswold District Council, said, "Having considered the criteria stated within Schedule 3, the local planning authority concludes that it will have no significant environmental effects having regard to its nature, size and location." Highgrove House is a 9-bedroom, 6-bathroom mansion, and was once home of Maurice Macmillan, son of the former Prime Minister Harold Macmillan. It has beautiful interiors by the late decorator Robert Kime. Over the past 4 decades, with the help of highly regarded gardeners like Rosemary Very and Miriam Rothschild, King Charles has transformed the gardens of the house and turned them into an attraction in their own right. The grounds contain a large numbers of rare trees, flowers and heirloom seeds as well as a wild garden, a formal garden and a walled kitchen garden. Another haven is the Woodland Garden featuring 2 classical temples made from green oak and a stumpery. A garden feature similar to a rockery but made from parts of dead trees, especially stumps. So impressive are these gardens they now attract 30,000 visitors a year, with tours taking just under 2 hours.